You've got this quote in the book that I really liked. It says, "History does not look fondly on the hubris of those who appoint themselves as arbiters of permissible speech and thought. Their authority is only ever contingent on the wisdom of their time." What do you reckon that future humans are going to look back on this time and think?
It will be fascinating, won't it? I think I have absolutely no doubt that this will be a weird blip in human history, right? I mean, I feel like, I'm living it, and I'm also very aware that, of course, we never know how future generations will perceive. But my God, it feels weird enough being in it.
With all of the context and all of the upbringing and all of the understanding.
You read the article today about how men need to stop wearing ties because it's a phallic symbol of white supremacy, and you just think, well, that's become normal to me now. I see that sort of thing every day. It shouldn't, by the way. That should always be a like, what the hell is this kind of moment? Who's reading this rubbish? Mainstream newspapers, The Guardian again. We're living it. It's everywhere. I think ultimately in 100 years' time, people will look. They will see it as a pocket of hysteria. This was a moment of hysteria that people lived through, where everyone just started denying reality. Everyone just started saying, the ACLU started putting posts out saying there is no advantage whatsoever to being born biologically male when it comes to sport. That just simply doesn't exist. Just statements of untruth, and they call them facts. Do you notice that? I don't know if you saw that thread.
No.
They call them facts. Oh, the ACLU, the American Civil Liberties Union, which has basically become an identitarian activist group now, put out a list of facts. Debunked. We're debunking the myths. And one of the myths they debunked was the idea that there is any biological difference between men and women whatsoever. That's a myth that they're just debunking via Twitter. So well done. But you see, I think historians will look at that and say, okay, so there were all these people saying observable falsehoods and stating them with such self-assurance as though they were fact. Well, religious zealots, in other words. And this was, not only did this happen, but governments and businesses and corporations and HR departments and the police and schools and teachers and universities echoed these same falsehoods, and everyone colluded and pretended that they were real, except for the majority of people who were standing there saying, what's going on? None of this is real. Why are you creating this fantasy land that we have to occupy? But that's what happened. But the powerful people sustained the illusion for this length of time until suddenly a thing called democracy won out.